Aquarius, this is the moment you knew when you were a child was going to happen in your life. All of these things that you saw when you were little, these feelings of these intuitive hits and the visions that you saw that nobody understood except for you. And then you meet these toxic people. You had your heart broken, had to go through all of these different situations, all to bring you back to you again as we roll into this beautiful Aquarian energy. And that's what we're doing. We've been moving out of Piscean energy and into the age of Aquarius. And you're really going to feel the intensity of the work, the shadow work, the inner work, the alignments that you've been doing. And it's rising you to abundance. Now, for a lot of you, this is going to be a brand new kind of abundance that you have not experienced it yet. But let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aquarius. So I hope you guys are doing well, because it is going to be, you know, honestly, you may still be feeling a little bit tired. You may have been going through this feeling of, I just need to rest. I don't know why. And I don't necessarily mean sleeping a lot, but you may have. Were you one of those who've been sleeping a lot over the past 3 to 6 weeks? More sleeping than usual. As all of this stuff is going on around us, this inner alignment has been going on with you. If you did the work on yourself and you removed the toxic people, you ended those unhealthy situations, whatever it was. And for those of you who were over givers, Aquarius, you may have lost everything and had to heal over all of that. And I'm talking a lot of intensity, deep, profound internal healing is what you've been going through for 3 to 4 years, some of you 7 years, and it goes even further back. But the point is, these last 6 weeks that we've been going through have really affected us, where even though you wanted to do something, you may have been just like, oh, I'll do it a little bit. I know I did. I am a fellow Aquarian, and it's so good to have you here. Welcome if you're new. Now, I talk to people in different areas of their spiritual journey. So take from this guided message what is meant for you and let go of the rest. Okay, don't hold on to one thing if it doesn't fit your life. Listen, and we're going to take a look at your overall outlook. We're going to look at your foundation, security. Then we're going to look at family, friends, and a little tap on romance, and it will bring you the guided message. Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel are here with me today, and it's a beautiful energy to have them here because they just hold this powerful stance. And Archangel Michael, if you've ever experienced it, is huge, massive kind of energy where you could tell if it was a human being, it would be a giant for sure. But it's just this very, very safe feeling of security, of knowing that whatever step you take, even if it's the wrong step, something's going to come in and move you to the side. So if it was an accident, you may find yourself driving down the road and then out of the blue something happens and you're like, whoa, if that didn't happen, then that negative thing would have happened. So there's just this powerful energy around beautiful Aquarians right now. And we are in Mercury in retrograde. We have so many different planetary shifts coming in. The full moon is on the 19th. If you are in my membership, I'll send out a special message for each zodiac sign in writing in my membership. But Aquarius is just this big, powerful you. Like, you've taken on the protector, which is not an abnormal thing for you to do, but I feel it may have been kind of not what you've been doing because you've been doing your own shadow work. So you're being applauded, like literally I hear clapping in the background of telling you that you've done a great job and your waiting time is ending. So as we look forward, there's just this new abundance, new opportunities, a change that's going to come in that is going to be very, very profound and creating joy and happiness. Now, there's one thing about Aquarians, right? You're freaking hilarious. I love Aquarians because you're very funny. Certain zodiac signs just have that energy around them. And I love that Aquarian energy, probably because I am one. But there's just been a lot of Aquarians over the last several years where, particularly 2 to 3 years, where the humor wasn't wanted. It didn't feel right. Was that you? Were you one of them? And now you're starting to laugh again. Now you're starting to open your heart again and really wrap around the authenticity of what you're here to do. Remember, we pick our plans. We create our plans. Happy Fond Memories of the Past just came out there. We create it. We write out our story. We decide what we're going to do before we're here. And that's a wonderful thing. But being around toxic situations and environmental situations that just anything different can change us and we lose sight of who we are. That's what I see changing is you've blossomed. Some of you are already there. You're already moving into your soul purpose, while others of you are still in that place of, I'm not quite sure if this is what it is, or even I have no idea. If you need help with that, go to my website. I have a course for you that can help you. You have a lot of burden that you carry, and that's not an abnormal thing because Aquarians, you're a true natural born leader. A leader of humanitarian experiences and people, anything that helps others. You love to give, and oftentimes you give too much. So that can put a lot of burden on you, and that's where I feel this change is coming in. Okay, especially when it comes to family, to children. We're going to take a look at that in a minute, but this is about you bringing back your inner child where you feel like laughing and dancing and frolicking, and you've been waiting for so long for this beautiful side of you to come back out, and now it's getting ready to come out, and you're gonna love this. I mean, you're really going to love this energy. So you may start feeling it now, like I said, and for others of you, I see it coming more around the 4th week rolling into the very, very first few days of September. Mercury's in retrograde, and we're going through huge changes and huge shifts. It's a big energy shift. Join my live segments. I'll post the link up here, and we're talking about a lot of different things. I did it years ago, and I'm bringing it back because it's that time, and I need my Aquarians there to help guide other people. I don't mean steer them away from the topic or what I'm saying, but it's like show them the power of the mind, because that's who you really are. You have a powerful mind that you have used for other people and oftentimes put yourself on the back burner. Aquarius, you were born into situations. You chose to be in these situations because in order for us to ascend, we have to master light and dark. You have to understand both sides of love, the positive and the negative of everything. You're the ever ready battery. Okay, you're the energizing battery, the bunny that needs the charging in order to function and in order to accomplish your spiritual purpose. Your soul's purpose is helping humanity, but we all can choose on how we do that. Some of you, it is going to be in writing. I do see that now, but we'll look at that more in a minute. It's this one right here. The Tower card. You may have lost everything. Remember, I said if you were an overgiver, Aquarius, you as an overgiver and you love somebody, you will give everything to that person. It's not trying to win them over. It just comes from the heart. But yet, because of that, you have gotten stumbled on multiple times, and that's part of the whole journey, is to recognize your attribution to these relationships that created traumas and dramas and those negative experiences, because it also has something to do with you if you're doing that, or if you were an overtaker. It doesn't matter which side of over you were involved in. This is coming to a place of balance, and that's what you've been working at doing. Now, there are some Aquarians who are angry, they're mad, and I'm telling you, they're probably not going to make the shift, and that is up to them. They still have time, but these readings are meant to help you guys who are actually wanting this new change. The Tower that happened to you guys over this 3 to 4 years, a 7 year, these different time frames is what I'm seeing, has really turned you into a whole different direction. But there's what it is. This is what I was just talking about. Now, if you're new, I hear the messages, I see the visions. Okay, visions are over here. I hear the messages. This hasn't happened yet, so my eyes do move around. And that's what they're saying. You're completed a cycle. And I am so proud of you, because that was probably the hardest thing you've ever done in your entire life. Seeing the truth about people that you love, people from your family, from childhood, and realizing that they weren't who you thought they were. But for a lot of you, you already knew it, but realizing that you turned a blind eye to it. And we can get so, so deep. And I will be going deep in some YouTube shorts, but also on some of the other platforms as well. So follow me. I would appreciate that. This beautiful Empress is the time for you to be communicating and giving back to the world. Time is changing, okay? And I mean time itself, time. Our timeline is changing, but the time itself is speeding up. Every single day goes by fast, and then a couple days later you think it went by slow, and then the next thing you know, it's the end of the week. It's like almost impossible to keep up with time. Make sure you're using your programs to help you to keep on track, because as an Aquarian, people rely on you to be the steady and stable one. The reason they do that is because you are the Empress, my babies. You are the Empress energy, and this Empress energy is somebody who holds great power in leadership. And that's what you are doing. You're moving into this new, beautiful, heightened you. Even if you already had the heightened senses, right, which most of you Aquarians do, it's growing. It's different. You can see the visions deeper. You can relate to people deeper. You can feel their energy in their body. You know what I'm talking about. When I see the energy, you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's just this powerful, reformed, revitalized, powerful Aquarian. Full moon in Capricorn. That's the Aquarius full moon. And it's all about you. And it's a blue moon. And it's a big one. Please subscribe to my email. Now let's take a look at your career foundation, your security around you. Then we'll look at family and friends. Then we're going to take a look a little bit at romance and that final message. But with you, there's, oh, look at this. You've been really wondering, what direction do I go? Now, it doesn't mean that you aren't already moving in a direction that is helping humanity. That's part of why you're here. But you can't help humanity fully if you don't fully know who you are. Really tapping into that authentic self and creating inner balance, right? Balancing out your inner child, your divine feminine, your divine masculine. That's what the journey is about. It's not about a relationship other than the relationship you have with yourself, mind, body, and soul, yourself and the divine. That's what this relationship is. So you're in a position right now, some of you are thinking about traveling, and you may be looking at an opportunity to go global if you have your own business, to travel afar, is what I just heard. Travel afar and experience life as it is. And if this was something that you wanted to do in childhood, you're getting ready to do it. I'm on that list. And for others of you, it's actually joining organizations, global organizations, helping in large humanitarian projects. Now remember, career projects, we know what career is. Projects, those of you who are retired, you're at home, stay-at-home mom, not working right now for whatever reason, you can contribute in any way you want. And you may be doing a global, I keep hearing the word global expansion. I've heard it like 5 times just in this time that I've been talking. Global expansion, global. If that relates to you, please put that in the comments. But there's this powerful energy. You may be seeing 2s all around, and just know those 2s are affirming whatever question you're asking. Am I going in the right direction? Am I going to see a sign? Is something coming through? Just know that the answer is yes, 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 yes. Because I see a lot of yeses around our Aquarians. Now, in your area, you may have noticed that the sun is back again, and the flowers are blooming, the animals have returned. These things that we didn't really notice if we were too hectic as we go through this transformation. And the creative stance that you were in when it comes to creativity with your career endeavors, and again, global expansion. I don't know why that is there for you. Hopefully we'll see it in a little bit, but they just keep telling me to reinforce those two words, global expansion, expanding across the world. So you're not just going to help in the local community, but that's a great way to start. Go down, you see somebody who needs help carrying their bags out, an elderly couple, help them out. That's helping humanity without overgiving. You just taking their groceries, but yet it means the world to those people. And as we move closer to the end of the year, they're going to need you. People are going to need you as we get actually more towards October and going forward. And this is global expansion. The humanitarian in you is growing. Whether you have a job or not, there is a big significant change getting ready to come in. And it's a change in some of you have a daughter. I see a mom and a daughter helping humanity, like you're volunteering your time. A beautiful little girl, she's got medium brown hair, looks like around the age of 8 or 9 years old. You're actually helping humanity. Look at this. This is your inner child, and that's what we've been talking about. So if you're new, the guidance is what I share with you. That's what comes through me. The cards reiterate whatever messages I'm hearing, and this is proof of that. So this is your inner child reconnecting with yourself, having a baby for some of you, the sun coming back again, like I just said. Very powerful card for our beautiful Aquarians, and this is nothing is better than the sun card, because the sun brings in the abundance, the sun brings in the blossoms, it brings in the flowers and the trees, it brings in your mind and clears out all the cobwebs so that you can breathe again. And I don't mean shallow breaths in the chest like that. I saw somebody on a video, it's like, and it's like, just take a deep breath, just take one deep breath. Big difference. It was like more emphasis on the breathing. And I know she was nervous, but it's been far too long for it to be nerves. I don't think anybody's shown her. As a humanitarian, we would want to show her the proper way to breathe. There's just this sense of deep healing energy penetrating people from miles and miles around. Now, this may be doing long distance Reiki sessions, long distance energy sessions for people who have given you permission, but it looks like more in a group environment. So if you're a healer, you're going to be on, okay? It's your turn to rise into abundance. Some of the people that were up here, they went down and new people came up, and now we're going, this is what's happening. This is what's happening in the outside world, okay? This is what's happening in our lives. So there's this shift going on that the ones that were up here are starting to come down, and these people that got shot down are coming up here. So that tower that may have knocked you down, making you feel exhausted and ending situations that were no longer of value and burdening you, that's what's changing, and it's really going to expand you globally. I like that. I love that they say global expansion. All right, let's take a look at family and friends, because this may have a lot to do with family and friends. It doesn't matter. Let me go back to the job. They're saying it doesn't matter if you're not happy in your job. What matters is that you devote the true, authentic you into what you love doing, okay? Into your passion, into your creation. When I started my YouTube channel, I was working 45 hours a week, and I took the commuter back and forth. So it was one way hour there and 1 hour back. And I did that instead of driving. So I could talk to you guys. I could set up appointments. I could answer questions. I could post these videos. I did that in the 2 hours of driving, got home, and I'd work till 11, 12 o'clock at night. But I had such a deep love and so passionate about doing this because I was guided to do this. And even though I resisted, it still helped so many people. How could I say no, right? And it doesn't matter how you do it, but one thing's for sure, you are going to do it. Now, when it comes to family and friends, I feel some of you, that's the decision you have to make if you're thinking of relocating for your job, for a career, for your work, or even a global expansion humanitarian project. You definitely are looking at this situation. You got the Ten of Wands again when it comes to family, and the Ten of Swords. As an Aquarian, you were born into situations that were very painful. Growing up in toxic environments, people being what we refer to as the scapegoat, the black sheep of the family, the sacrificed child. It's like you were the one that was chosen to take on all of their burdens, to be blamed for whatever they couldn't handle, which for a lot of you Aquarians, it was a whole lot of stuff that these people could not handle. The Tower again, this Tower situation happened. You may have lost your family. And I mean, through separation, through saying, I am done with this. I ended it. You ended this situation for a reason. Okay. You may have walked away from all your family members because it was too much to handle. There wasn't enough gratitude. There wasn't enough getting back. It was always give, 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 where you feel worn out and exhausted and tired. And that's what you've been going through for a lengthy period of time. If you were new to this, you're going to continue, do your shadow work. Okay, make sure you do your shadow work. But for those of you who are moving forward, there is this excitement and adventure coming into your life where I really feel you're going to meet new people, new family, people that you call your family, that you treat as a family, and you give to them, but they give back to you, and they give back to you without you asking. It's automatic. It's like balanced. That's what I see for Aquarians when it comes to the family dynamic. Whoever this was in your family situation, especially with that Ten of Swords energy, it may have been a Leo, it could have been a Sagittarius, it may have been a Gemini or a Scorpio around you, any zodiac sign. They just had this, I feel like a lot of you, it was one person, then another person, then another person, then another person, and then they threw it all back on you. It's your fault. You didn't do it. Laughing. It's like bullying you. It's like a feeling of bullying you where you just said, I'm done. That's what you're going to do. For some of you, you're going to help other people break through their situations like this. You're going to help people handle and understand what the Tower is. You're going to help people, and some of them may actually be a family member who's going to need help, especially the one who really inflicted the most pain on you. And I don't mean like, this is like somebody you really had a bond with, and then all of a sudden things just went weird. Like all of a sudden they're like, I can't stand you. There's something wrong with you. You're a bad person. And they left. I feel that's the one that you're going to be reconnecting with over the next 10 weeks. For some of you, you may be seeing them in your dreams. You may be already having conversations with this person, having conversations in your mind because you hear them talking to you. And no, you're not going crazy if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. You're probably actually having telepathic communication. Let me know if that's you. Put a note in the comment. The structure that you built, that you came from, was not built in a very healthy manner. It was not built in a way that would lead you to success, and probably didn't even lead a lot of these other people into success. There may have been one or two, a couple that people said, oh yeah, they're like awesome, but the rest of the people built these up and then they shoved you down. That's just what I'm being shown. It's like a 3-step ladder. That's all getting ready to change. The Ace of Wands, they stole your passion away from you. So it could have been creative adventures I see somebody broke artwork. I don't know if that's in your, they may have destroyed your painting. They may have broke a ceramic vase. I see a ceramic vase, like you may have been making beautiful ceramic vases that you were going to sell, or just because you love doing it. You love to do things like this, and arts and crafts is really such a downplay on the creative expression that Aquarians have when you are using your creative expression. Whatever's going on, you're really going to turn things around in your own life, and you're starting this brand new adventure. This Two of Wands is saying you're moving into a whole different vibration. If you want to call it the 5D, we will. But it is definitely shifting into a new vibration all around you. Now let's take a look at romance, because it very well may be the romantic partner that was around you or is around you with this energy tense. You were ending this, you were transforming it. You have everything here. You have the transformation card. You just gone through the whole freaking ascension journey. You went through everything. And the overall energy is this Ace of Cups, which I didn't even show you. That's just the first card that pulled out before I started the reading. All right, whoever this individual is, I feel that they really had a nasty tone to you. And that you must have been married to some narcissistic individual, or in a relationship very much even like your family that you grew up with, where I just see it's like a cycle, like a pattern. You're moving away from that. You're moving. I feel some of you are actually going to relocate. Again, you're going to go to the whole other side, is what I just heard, the whole other side. So if you're on one side of the country, you're going to move to the other side of the country. You're going to move from one place to another. You yourself are moving in a forward direction, meaning you have taken advantage of all of this energy, all of these energy shifts, all of these powerful transformative things that we've been seeing, that if we are not awake, we will miss it and we will feel very scared. Well, I don't see my Aquarians being very scared, because you know it's all about you and what you were born to do. So we have the Six of Pentacles in a relationship. If you're moving into a new relationship, you've got a brand new beginning coming in. Some of you ended a relationship, this is yours, and now you're starting a new one, or you will be. And I don't think relationships have really been on your mind. You've been more focused on getting everything back on track and putting yourself in the right direction and feeling right within you. Because you're a highly independent individual. Primarily the females, the feminine, the masculine, you may not be quite as independent, but there's just this beautiful sense of independence around this reading. You have the Queen of Cups, again, abundance. You've got a new relationship coming in for those of you who have been divorced, who have been separated, who have been alone. You have, some of you, they're saying this is going to be the first time you actually fall in love. You're going to fall in love for the first time. And this is going to be your true love. Has nothing to do with the divine twin flame journey. You know that that's what brought you through all this. It triggered you back so that you could balance things out, right? And that's exactly what's going on. You have to be in balance. You have to be in balance to get this. All of these cards are about balance. Balance, letting go of the negative, and just allowing this huge transformation of working with the divine energy, because it's all about you and you are stepping into the spotlight. If you have not put yourself out there, don't worry, it's going to find you, especially if you're traveling. If you're traveling to a foreign area, a place that you are not familiar with, that's where you're going to probably meet this person. It could be in an airport, it could be in a gas station or a bus station. They said it's in the zone. Okay, whatever zone you're going to be in, that's what I heard. It's in the zone. The bottom line is, it's not going to be planned. It will be just there. It's just going to present itself to you. I just see this person walking up to Aquarius and going, hi. That's what they're doing. They're like, hey, how you doing? And as beautiful as you are, you just start talking and you click. Now, for some of you, it could be somebody you knew from long, 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 long ago. You know, that person in high school that you did not date, the one who was with somebody else or you were, and you never got to get together. That may be who this person is, because there's such a great familiarity around this individual. And I'm not talking the familiarity of the negative cycles that you went through, because we can pick the same people until we heal the situation, the root cause. You've already found the root cause. You've already been working on that. But with this energy, this person is like the icing on the cake. They are the honey with the peanut butter. Okay, it's just like this great combination of the two of you that creates beauty, and it's incredible. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm not really seeing anything about fixing a relationship. I feel you've let go of them, or you're about to. I feel many of you Aquarians have already made the decision. You may need to finalize it, okay, moving forward into the next step, creating that paperwork and getting the finalization of the divorce, creating a separation of the relationship. It's like I just feel that's what's ended already. But I do see brand new romantic situations coming in from out of the blue. Now the Ace of Cups. Oh, baby, this is love. This is love of your job, love of where you live, love of the life that you are creating, a new lifestyle that radiates you in a way that nothing else can. Abundance, happiness, joy, fulfillment, that is what you're meant to have as you move forward. So let's take a look at what this message is, and then I will give you the guided message from the archangels. No, conditions are not favorable right now. Wait and look into other options and ask the angels for help and for comfort. So for those of you who are wondering, going back to this right here, should I make this move now or should I wait? Go ahead and wait if you feel it's right to move forward. Remember, Mercury is in retrograde. And when Mercury is in retrograde, we want to be very careful about how we proceed forward. It's okay, but you just really need to double check so you don't go through this again. Okay, we don't want any of that. So making sure the contract is signed, making sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, that you are not going back into a situation that will suck you right back down where you were. Be very cautious. It's 2 weeks, really. I mean, 3 at the most. That's enough time for you to meet somebody and go out on a couple of dates and have the conversations, but not declaring I'm in a relationship with you until later. You want a healthy individual. It's time for you to wait. Follow the doves, follow the white birds. If you've been seeing doves, that is going to be one of your signs for the month. If you've been seeing the doves, this is very, very important. The doves are going to light the path for you. All right, let's talk to your angels right now. Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel. We have healed you. We helped you heal. We showed you the areas of your body, internally and externally, that needed to be looked at and removed and cleansed and cleared. We showed you the foods that you should be eating, and if you are not eating them, it is time over these next 2 weeks to let them go. Replace the sugars with the natural healthy foods, etc. You already know what to do. We feel silly sometimes guiding you because you already know, because you have this incredible connection with us that other people don't recognize, and that's what made you stand out. That's why people would look at you, because you are different. You, like the Pisces and a couple other signs that really stand out to other people, carry these qualities that we show others. We move the air around you as you go forward. You will feel your angels and guardians. Call on us. We will be there, and we'll move it so that the path is cleared. so that you won't even trip over a little stone on the ground. Everything will be smooth, but not too slippery. It will be fast, but not knocking you over. We will get you from where you are to where you need to be in the fastest way possible and the safest way possible. Call upon us, me, my team. We will all be here for you. Thank you. All right, you guys, I hope this helps you. Much love.